Hey guys, Jessica here. I'm really excited to talk to the person that we're going to talk to today. This is Kristen with Aspen Bleu. This is one of probably one of my favorite shops to go to. Every time I walk in, Kristen knows my family. She knows my kids. And I'll have to tell a little story here in a little bit after Kristen jumps on just about how amazing she is. And so we're here talking to her today about how this has affected the business, what she and her team have said, hey, we're not going to let this stop us. And they come up with some innovative ways to help make our kids feel special during this time. And so here's Kristen. Hey, Kristen, how are you?
Hey, Jessica, thank you for hosting me in Aspen Blue, and thank you for the kind comments. It's always really hard for me to hear those types of comments. I don't know why, but it is, and it's very humbling. So thank you very, very much.
Oh, well, I absolutely adore you. And I love going into your shop. There's always something there for anybody. And that's what I love. And I think I don't ever see, I mean, of course there's your staple pieces that are in the shop, but there's always something new and there's always something that's different, or a different painting or different kids stuff. And so I love that I'm never going to see the same things over and over. And so that's one of the things I love about your shop. So, which probably isn't something that my husband doesn't love about your shop, but I love it. So it's great. So we're just going to jump right into this. And, we were talking a little bit earlier and, so how has all of this affected the business at Aspen Blue?
Jessica, let me just say this. I'm not seeing where it turns off. Like when you're speaking, my screen's still showing in the right corner. Just wanted to throw that out there. Remember how?
Oh yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
Ours will stay the same.
Okay. So, how has COVID affected our business? I would say that it has affected it in every way. It has affected it from sales standpoint. It has affected it from our business model. It has affected my thinking, like my mentality with just retail in general. It has affected our employees' work schedules. It is something definitely that has made, I remember, I think that there's like two different phases of impact here. There's an immediate impact, and there also will be a long-term impact. Immediate speaks to the fact that, the business model is having to change our business model somewhat, and, we're doing local deliveries now. We're shipping more now than ever, and we are so grateful, so completely grateful for our local community, for their support and their just their willingness to stick by us and to call us and first and see if we can fulfill their need. Because so there's that immediate effect, and then the long-term effect, and I think a lot about that. And in my mind, I'm someone who just continues to think and think and think, and it's hard for me to shut things off sometimes. But without a doubt, like, long-term effect is just that feel like Aspen Blue has always realized the importance of community, but now so more than ever, like how much we are truly interconnected has definitely just keeps coming to the forefront from all of this. And I think that's a very powerful move for us to realize and for us to be in. Like whenever you have a local business in a community, that's powerful. There's a lot of power that can come from that. We, more so than like, I realize how much we need our customers. And we've always realized that, but then it also, through all of this, I'm still overwhelmed by the amount of business and how much they have relied on us through this to get gifts into their loved ones and to make their children smile. And that has been totally eye-opening. I always understood it, but never like I understand it now. So the long-term effect, that means that we will always, like whenever we're looking at different programs to implement, the first question we always will ask is, how do we better serve our locals? how do we better serve them? And that includes our surrounding parishes, because we do have a lot of customers from Grant Parish, from Avoyles Parish, from, from our surrounding parishes. So that will always, instead of us, trying to, like grow vertically, I think it's as important to grow, horizontally, where we continue to better serve our customer base. Excuse me, one second. Marley, will you get this, please? Sorry. Thank you. Sorry, we have to, I don't know where else to go to do my Zoom meeting, because like home, my fiance is working from home, and I mean, here's like my only safe haven. So I apologize for the interruption, but businesses, we've got to make sure that we're serving our customers, right?
No, I think that honestly though, that's showing that you guys are still, hey, you still have to answer the phone. You still are having to. So no, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are doing
That's the
great.
reality of it. Like we have, and for me, like I would say at the beginning, I didn't really know what to think. Probably, I know my mind, and I know there was some darkness there. I kind of felt like, man, like maybe this is, the end of Aspen Blue. Like maybe this is just, and I'm just being totally honest with that. You're just thinking like, what is to, and I may have entertained that thought for maybe 2 hours. And that's honest. And then I was like, no, forget that. I was like, that's no way. And so through all of this, I would say that one of my, the thought process was, not only about, continuing to make sales, but it's how do we stay relevant through all of this? And how do we serve our community? And how do we, stay relevant? I think that's, we could have just closed the door and said, okay, we're gonna give up for a little bit through all of this, but that wasn't an option for me, not for our store, no. And that's whenever, how do we stay relevant? And like, we're not gonna just close the door and lie down and play dead. Like we're gonna figure out this. And then I would say, I think, probably threw some different ideas at the wall, but one of the things that have really, really stuck and been incredible and just, very, just it's been such a positive service that we've added is our ring and run, where we go and we deliver balloons to the doorsteps of our customers. And it's, oh man, to see those kids light up, or to see like the mother, I mean, it has definitely been, when you go on those ring and run trips and you see like the good that it's doing. I know, someone can say, well, it's just some balloons, but really and truthfully, it's more than that. It's, it's bringing some joy to that home for a little bit. It's making that child's day. It's, balloons are pretty. They're magical in a sense. They're floating. They're inspiring. Like I'm happy that I get to work around balloons all day. I know that might sound cheesy or whatever, but truthfully, they make us happy. And we are so glad to be able to do, that we've added that service a year ago. And then with the balloon deliveries, they're also, that they're getting gifts that just light up their child's face. And I mean, so I'm very thankful that that idea came to us, and we've been able to implement it. And it hasn't always been easy, but we're figuring it out, and we're streamlining that process as much as possible to better serve our community.
Yeah, and I love seeing the pictures of the kids and them seeing it. I love that. And so, and Kristen, I think one of the things with Aspen Blue, and as well with a lot of our other smaller shops, and I know that for Ugly Mug, we've spoken to a few other local shops, Megan and Amanda with Southern Accents and Southern Chic, and it's such a community, and I think I've said this several times, but I so want that as soon as all this is over and we can get out, the Christmas in July things that y'all do, with you go to each of the shops, I'm like that, I'm just gonna have to do that myself, or if we can get the community together, because that's my favorite. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to go around the community. And I love that your shop is a part of that. And like I said, I know I love going in there. So what are some of the ways that you guys are able to reach your customers? How have you kind of innovated that?
Well, at Aspen Blue, I feel like we have a very personal connection with a lot of our customers, and I think that is one thing that works for us. And yes, it can be a little challenging trying to balance because our customers feel so comfortable with us, I would say, and that is a great thing. So for us, we've reached out to customers like personal basis, and like through text message, through phone calls, and we know our customers so well, and we know that they have children. We're just coming off of Easter, and we haven't even promoted or advertised this, but we did custom Easter baskets for grandparents and for the mothers, and because we know that parent, we know their child, we know what they like, and we worked back and forth one-on-one, so that works for us. Then I would also say social media, and then word of mouth, and we just continue to foster those personal connections that we have with our customers, and while using social media.
No, yes, that's awesome. I love all of that. And so I'm going to share my personal little story. So
wait, excuse me. I apologize for interrupting. But and of course our website. Sorry, that's been that thing is, we're so grateful for, all the online orders. So I couldn't leave that off. Sorry, our website too. Yep.
No, you're great. I think the same way. I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, I forgot this. But so I'm going to share one of my personal stories with Kristen and Aspen Blue. So she's probably like, oh gosh, which one? So when I had our daughter, she was a little early. And so I all of a sudden realized that I didn't have a Big Brother shirt for Silas, and we went to Target. We went to all these, and I was like, go to Aspen Blue. Kristen has got to have something, just check. And my aunt who went to go check said she didn't have anything, but she's getting it. And I was so confused. I was like, what? She's getting it? Like but the baby's here. Like, is she ordering it? I was so confused. And they brought him up to the hospital, and he was in the most adorable Big Brother shirt. And then I found out that Kristen went out and got the stuff and made him a shirt right then and there. And for me, right then, that shirt could have cost like $500. I wouldn't have cared. It just meant so much to be able to have, that was just my dream. I wanted our little boy to walk into meet his baby sister with a Big Brother shirt, and Kristen made it happen. And that is one thing I absolutely just love about our local shops here, is that y'all take such an interest in your customers. So I love that you said that you're reaching out, text message, phone calls, and I'm sure I could probably tell you, hey, I need a gift for Silas, or I need a gift for McKenna. And
Exactly.
You would be able to have the perfect
right.
gift, because
exactly.
you take such an interest. So that's my little personal story about Aspen Blue, because I just love y'all.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's our pleasure.
What is something that you guys, through all of this, what is something that you guys really just are going to that you think you're going to take away from this? What are some things that you're like, okay, this wasn't working during all of this, but this is, and we're going to keep this. So what are some things y'all have really seen?
Right. I think there's been a lot of things that we've learned from this. One, I would go back first and foremost is how interconnected we are with our community, and better serving them, and continuing to make sure that we are implementing services that, that are really up there, like something maybe you would see in New York or Chicago. And I don't exactly know what that looks like, but I do know that we will likely continue to deliver to the doorsteps of our customers. That has worked for us without a doubt. I mean, if you need a gift, and we've been guaranteeing like within 24 hours for local delivery, and I think that's, I mean, that's faster than Amazon can get to their doorsteps. So I think that is one thing that I've been blown away by, and something that we will figure out how to continue to offer that to our customers. So the first one would be like community. And then I would also say that, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Our ring and run delivery service has been outstanding. I know right now it's really very popular because so many are at home, and I don't know exactly how that's going to look, after quarantine, but that is something that we definitely want to continue to offer. Maybe we'd be delivering more to offices or maybe to schools, in the future. And I mean, there's been so many things that we have learned and are benefiting from COVID. And I think making sure that our website always has, like, almost every, try to make sure that every product that's in the store is on our website, because so many of our customers are buying online and they're going and they're looking at what we have. And then, so I think that's very important. I think that, is a convenience for our customers. I feel like I lost my train of thought a minute ago. So maybe I may come back to that, and because I know there were some other important things. Sorry.
Hey, it's a it's a crazy world right now. I know we're all like, oh, I have this idea, but no worries. What are you hoping that others are also taking away from this?
Like, would you like just other, like, individuals or
individuals, other business owners? What are you hoping that they're also kind of getting out of all of this?
I would hope that the stress from all of this is not like overtaking anyone, and that, they're able, like, taking away like the positive things from COVID, and able to, learn from that and to put it into their businesses to make their businesses stronger. Like, I would say that's like something that that I'm doing. That, and I'm just saying, like, I feel like there's always room for improvement. I'm not trying to say that, like, someone's business needs to be revamped, but I just think there's always, I know for us, we've learned that, just new processes and being as efficient as possible. So I just hope that, everyone else can take away the learning experiences that are, coming from this. And yesterday, like, I read my little books, and yesterday I was, there was this daily devotional that I read. And so, like, this really spoke to me. And I guess it speaks to this answer that, I'm given right now, like what I would hope for other businesses, and, just like stay strong and let's learn from it. But this really spoke to me. It said, okay, and I mean, it's a Christian-based, Christian-based devotional. But it said, God wants us to enjoy all of life, not just its destination, but also the trip itself. And that really spoke to me. So, my motto right now is, we just going to enjoy this trip and this ride, right, Marley? As many balloon deliveries we have, or gifts, or online orders, and we throw in papers. If I turn this camera around and you saw this store right now, whew. But, I mean, I probably should, but I don't know. But anyway, so I think, like, let's just enjoy this trip. It's not going to be forever. It's not always, because in my mind, I kept thinking, what does it look like from here? Like, what is it going to look like? Like, what's that destination? Then I read that yesterday. It's not about the destination. Like, we need to enjoy this time right now.
That's perfect. I mean, that is beautiful. And I know that right now, we've talked to several other people, and one of the things that we keep hearing is that people are communicating more. through this because, you know, we're all not together. And so I'm enjoying the time I have with my kids. My kids have both been in daycare since they were 6 weeks old because both of us work. And so I'm learning things and realizing their little personalities, like just how different they are.
McKenna, that's the sass. Silas, that thing is as sweet as they come. Oh my gosh.
It's been, and I mean, my husband and I have spent more time together now. I'm not running out in the evenings, going to meetings and stuff. So that right there, just, I feel like you're right. It sums up exactly, you know, that people will look back at this journey and look at the whole process. So I'm like, we could end right now. We're done. Yeah.
No, that's right. No, I'm with you.
Is there anything that you want your customers, or maybe somebody who's catching this video who hasn't been a customer of Aspen Bleu, is there anything that you want people to know? And I'll make sure that when this, you know, after this video, I'm going to put the website and all the contact information in the comments so that people can reach you and everything. But is there anything you want your customers to know? Anything right now?
I mean, I think just you know, I remember thinking like we needed to post like our Easter baskets and like thank them, and like for me it's so hard like to sometimes like thank. I know it sounds really weird, but because like the level of appreciation, I feel like it never comes through as like how much I want to thank someone. So it's like sometimes it like hinders me from like thanking. I know that sounds really weird, bizarre, but like I mean, I don't even know how I'm supposed to adequately like thank our customer base, but like, my God, thank you. And like I mean, whether they've like, just thank you. Like whether you've ever shared a post of ours or spoke about us or recommended us to someone, like, thank you. And, you know, my heart goes out to all of our other local small businesses. And like, I want them, you know, we're all in this together, and it's what makes our community unique. Because if we didn't have small local business, you know, around the world, every city in America would look just the same. And how boring is that? Our local shops, our local restaurants, all of our local businesses. I mean, that's what makes that's what makes Central Louisiana unique, and that's what makes Alexandria unique. And we don't want, you know, any of our small businesses to go away. And you know, and I'll also say, like, I understand we cannot fulfill every need of, you know, of our customers, but like whenever you can shop small or shop locally, you know, you just try. You know, I know we don't stock toilet paper and paper towels, and we don't, you know what I'm saying, but like there are other things that, you know, don't. Okay, I don't know, I'm cracking you up or something. But anyway, my point is just like, you know, whenever you can shop locally or shop small, and just, you know, try to do it. Because I promise you, all the other small businesses like myself, like they love their business, and I promise you that they will bend over backwards for you.
Oh yes. I mean, again, the story that I told is just like one of many stories that I have.
Oh yeah,
with your store and with you. And
I'll tell you, can I say one more funny thing? Okay, so this is not a joke. On Easter morning at 5:30 in the morning, seriously was making my last delivery at 5:30 in the morning. Easter. Yep. Well, we're gonna try not to do that one again, but it's just, I swear, it's just to speak to the lengths that, you know, a small locally owned business will go to make sure we were not going to have someone wake up without their gift that they asked for, specifically from the Easter Bunny. Like, I had to make sure that we got it to the mom before the daughter woke up. You know what I'm saying? But it speaks to the lengths that like a small business will go for their customers, just like your, you know, Silas's shirt. So thank you. Yep. That's what we do.
That is, it's like, it's awesome, but I know that was probably like, okay, 5:30, woo! But
yeah, I was that week. oh my gosh, I don't even know how we survived that, but we did. And at that point, delirium, that was a rough one, but we got it done.
And hopefully, you know what, in a year from now, we're all going to look back and just be like, wow, you know, look at, and again, like you said, look at the small businesses that went above and beyond. You know, you could have shut your door and just said, okay, we're going to, you know, we'll come back when we're allowed. But y'all didn't. Y'all said, hey, we're going to do some other things. What can we do? What's going to work? What's not going to work? You know, here's a time to test out some stuff. And I love too what you said, you know, hey, everything that's in the shop needs to be on the website. You know, like taking those moments to say, okay, where can I become stronger? Where can, you
Exactly.
know, we build that? So Kristen, you know, I just adore you. And I'm
Well,
so glad that you came on with me today.
thank you. No, I'm glad that y'all, gave us the opportunity to go in your feed and to have this Zoom meeting. So, old Zoom. Now I can say that I've done a Zoom meeting. I feel like I'm part of the pact now.
Yes.
My first one. Pretty cool.
Awesome. Well, I'm so excited, and I'm going to have all of Aspen Blue's contact information in the comments below, and we look forward to being able to come back in the shop.
Well, we look forward to opening these doors again to the public.
Thanks, Kristen.
All right. See ya. Y'all have a good one.